Hello everyone, I'm Frankie D. Cruz, and today we're talking about why you aren't losing fat and why the conventional wisdom has failed. Not just failed you, but failed the majority of people. Alright, I want to know, does this describe you or someone you know in any way? You realize you had a problem. You didn't like the way you looked in the mirror, and you didn't like the way you moved around, or you couldn't tie your shoelaces without getting out of breath. Alright, so you decided you needed to do something drastic. Okay, you needed to go on a diet. Then you failed to get results, whether that was either the results you wanted or the results you intended to get or what have you. Or maybe you couldn't stick with it for whatever reason. All right, you tried to go out there, you looked, you saw it. All right, this diet looks good. I'm going to try it. And it either didn't work right away or you went ahead and about 6 months later, you were right back up to where you were. And you did this, not just once. You did this again and again and again. Alright, you tried it multiple times. And every single time it was the same exact thing. You kept getting no results. Now, you have an even bigger problem now, don't you? Okay? Because now you're just as big, if not bigger, than before. And I know that seems almost impossible. But statistically speaking, the way most diets work is that is probably true. You were probably bigger than you were before. You would have been better off never going on the diet in the first place. And now you barely eat anything at all. And you're still so like blown out of your mind. You're like thinking, how is it that I eat so little, but yeah, I'm so big? How is it possible? But the worst part is everyone and everything in the media and all around you says no. The fault is with you. The fault is in you. You're the reason you can't go ahead and do any of this, and you're the reason you can't succeed. Well, I just want to let you know it's not your fault. It really isn't, all right? And I know most people want to say, oh, I don't know, see, it's definitely your fault. All right, but no, it is not your fault. I'm going to show you why, all right? I want you to think of it like this. The fitness industry is gigantic, yet it has failed. The majority of people, up to 90, if not more percent of people who enter the fitness industry looking to get into better shape, they fail. They all go ahead, they all lose weight, and then they go ahead and they regain it all. Or some of it, or even more. Alright? That's the majority of people. And now some estimates say, oh no, see, now it's down to 80%. Let's celebrate. Celebrate what? Celebrate what? 80% is still beyond horrendous. Okay? And now the fitness industry just keeps telling us to do the same thing over and over and over and over again, despite that it keeps failing everyone. And we keep repackaging it in different ways, telling us, no, see, this time it's going to work. Why? Because there's somehow some sort of better science behind it, or something else. Alright. Now, I want to go ahead and go over why exactly this happens, and why the conventional wisdom has completely failed, because that is the conventional wisdom. Alright? Your body is incredibly adaptable. It is so adaptable that you can adapt to almost anything you throw yourself into. Okay? If you broke an arm, okay, and you might go ahead and take a little while, you might take a week to maybe adjust to having a broken arm, you not being able to use it, but you will adapt. You will adapt to almost anything, and in quick order. We are one of the most adaptable species on the planet. That's why we are at the top of the food chain. And I have to stress this because what do you think your body did from all of that dieting, from eating so little amounts of food? What do you think your body was doing that whole time? It was adapting to you constantly starving it, okay? That's what happened. So now that's why when you go ahead and you try to eat, and you eat even a little bit more than you usually do, you suddenly gain weight. And it's really hard to lose weight because your body goes, no, we don't want to go ahead and give up anything. You're barely feeding us as is, so we have to make use of every single calorie you put in us, okay? But here's the thing, is that it can get even worse than that. Alright? It can get even worse. Because you probably lost more than just fat when you did a hardcore crash diet like that. You probably went ahead and lost your lean mass. Alright? And what happens when you lose your lean mass? When you go back up in weight, as you statistically probably will, your body fat percentage will be higher than it was before. It'll be higher. Okay, because if you went ahead and lost your lean mass, and then your weight goes back up, you didn't go ahead and get your lean mass back probably. So that means you're fatter than you were before. So you could go ahead and at one point be 200 pounds, 10% body fat, well, if you go ahead and you drop down, let's say 30 pounds in 6 months and go right back up, but you lost 6 pounds of lean mass, then when you go back with the 200 pounds, you're like 43% body fat. That's amazing. And I mean that in the worst sense of the word. It is amazingly horrific that that sort of thing can happen, but it's true. And your metabolism can be even worse than it was before. So it's a double whammy. Now, so what can you do? All right, what can you do? Because this is obviously a huge problem. Well, it is first, we have to know that the conventional wisdom has failed, and it is wrong. The conventional wisdom is to go ahead, eat less, take your medication, and go ahead and do cardio. That's it. That's all they tell you to do. Just eat less. Just eat less. Well, I'm here to tell you that is wrong, because that has not worked for the majority of people. Okay? To go down, sometimes you must go up first. And I mean this literally in this instance. If you want to go down in body fat percentage, you have to go up. And yes, by that I do mean you have to go up in weight. And this is, in essence, the zigzag principle that I talk about so much in so many of my videos. Alright? And I mean this sincerely, but I don't mean for you to just eat a bunch of food and do nothing, okay? What I mean is, you have to go ahead and increase your lean body mass. Alright? You have to increase your lean body mass. If you can go ahead and take 3 months, just 3 months, to go ahead and get 10 pounds of muscle with some really hard resistance training, you can go ahead and suddenly be down a few percentage of body fat. Just like that. You gained weight, but you went down in body fat percentage. That is amazing. And I mean that in the best sense of the word, because that is an amazing fact of math. Alright? And math is even more in your favor then, because not only do you get to eat more than you were before, not only do you go ahead and you go down in body fat percentage from increasing your lean mass, but then you also increase your metabolism by doing so. Because not only does your body adapt to eating more food, your metabolism also increases from having to eat more, all right, from your muscles. Because when you have more muscle, your metabolism is higher, because muscle burns more calories faster than fat does. So first you would go up in weight. All right, first you would gain some lean mass. Then you would go ahead and have a period of, say, like 6 months or so, where you go, all right, now we're going to focus on losing weight, but you're not going to lose it as fast as you did before. You're going to go ahead and lose that at a far slower rate. 1% of body fat per month. That's it. That's not a lot of weight. That's not a lot of weight, all right? That'll probably be, what, like 20 pounds, if even that, over the course of 6 months. Do you think you could do that? I think you could go ahead and do that. No problem. No problem. And you would look so much better than if you go on one of these crazy crash diets, because then not only have you lost the body fat percentage from your diet from cutting back on food, but then you also went ahead and lost body fat percentage from when you went up in weight. So it's a double whammy. It didn't matter that your weight fluctuated up and down. Either way, your body fat percentage was going downwards. And that's what the game is all about. That's what this whole fitness thing is really all about. Your weight is not a determinant of your overall health. Because you would never tell someone who's 200 pounds, but 10% body fat, well, I just don't think you look that good. I think you're unhealthy. You would not say that. You would never say that in a million years. Alright? So, look, your weight is a tool. That's how you have to look at it. Your weight is a tool to achieve your goal. And the only way to do that is to use math. Math and facts. So, I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, go ahead, leave a like, thumbs up, do whatever you gotta do. Follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will talk to you next time.